Hello, it's the SeahawksFan with another Go Battle League video. And today we got Chandelure in Master League, level 50, 100% Chandelure. And we do still have Zygote complete because it is too good not to use in Master League. Did too many routes and too many kilometers to get the candies for level 50. And I got my trusted Shadow Mewtwo because having two counters to the parry types with the Zygote lead is kind of important. And we were able to just stay up against this. Ho-Oh, Sacred Fire is not enough for a knockout. I'm going to bring in Shadow Mewtwo because we have the charge attack pressure. We do have a shield still, a piece. They bring in the Mewtwo. And that is a Side Strike. Haha. Ooh, they have Metagross. But I have the Shadow Ball that reached in time. Kaboom! They go down. And Chandelure is like, yep, this is easy cleanup. Now, there is a possibility of a Shadow Chandelure in the future to build if I get a good enough one. But from my experience using the regular, it's a it would be extra glassy and definitely could struggle, but the extra damage output could be handy. Now, I definitely am not recommending building Chandelure to rank up in Master League, but also with all the fairies, they're very good. It's not the worst thing to build, and I mean it is a good ghost DPS and good fire and good ghost attacker for PvE. But there are definitely better things to spend Stardust on. And I did call that Fire Punch. I won the mind games. Dialga was able to Dragon Breath me down before that last incinerated registered, which happens, but able to take out the Groudon, which is fantastic. Now, Mewtwo cleanup crew, able to land the Side Strike. I actually could have just charged up to Shadow Ball, but I didn't want to risk it, and I made it. I got the win. The win's a win. Zygote Mirror match. Definitely not in my opponent's favor, as I have a better one, and I just wanted to go straight for a crunch with the defense drop chance, and I got it, and that gives me all the leverage I need. They could land an Earthquake, but they can just crunch, and I can just crunch comfortably. And they do get the defense drop, which is a little too late, because now they get farmed down. And what comes in is a Dialga, and I reach a full crunch, which is fantastic. And now Chandelure comes in. And as Chandelure is a glass cannon, definitely have to commit a shield. Just going to go straight for the Flame Charge to get my attack up. And after getting the first Flame Charge, you'll only need 2 Incinerates for the next. They wanted to save the last shield. And I mean, yeah, it makes sense. But the last, with all this energy, I don't need to play mind games. I can just go straight for the Shadow Ball. Kaboom! So Galeo takes that loss, and let's go. We have a Ho-Oh in the lead. This is fantastic. Able to clear out the fellow Incinerate user, which is definitely much better. But also, as a legendary, it takes a lot more time to get the candies with walking as your buddy. And, I mean, if you don't have the passes to raid enough, then it's tough. But also, Ho-Oh is obviously just better, but throwing in intervals of 3 to maximize the amount of Dragon Tails, and I grab both their shields. And I'm going to win CMP tie. Chandelure winning CMP tie because they surely had a Brave Bird. And we have Palkia, which is ruins fun, but they did throw the move to grab a shield. But I can Poltergeist. And kaboom! We send that Palkia out of here. Now, unfortunately, we were taken down low enough to where we can't get the full sweep. But it's fine because we have Shadow Mewtwo to take out the deer. And they have no shields to protect the deer. Oh, deer goes down. And the Xerneas, I still wish I had a better Xerneas, but in time. And here comes a Mewtwo. Going to pivot into Landorus, which is fantastic. Able to get a big counter to Chandelure out. Going to throw Crunch before I get another debuff. And I grab that debuff on them. Their defense goes down. Now, it's only like I'm hitting only with one attack debuff right now, which is fantastic. And I get another defense drop. So it's still going to be only like one debuff. But I pivot, get the Incinerate, snipe with that double debuff. And I am going to CMP tie against Mewtwo, which makes sense. No, they're going to win the CMP tie. Charge attack priority. Oh, if I had snuck in an extra Incinerate, that would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. But it's okay. And it is a Rayquaza, which with these attack boosts, it's a lot. Considering it's only a flame charge. And kaboom. Zygarde comes in, able to grab the energy. And Shadow Mewtwo is going to come in, able to survive a move. And I'm going to get to a Side Strike before they can take me out. And they knew it. Definitely fun using Chandelure. And we have an Origin Palkia in the lead. They're going to hold on to the energy for a potential spatial end. And I'm just going to call the Aqua Tail. Don't bait. You can definitely land some big moves. I wanted to... Oh, it was a spatial end. Good thing I shielded it at the right time. I had enough energy to reach EQ. And into the shield. It's okay. I grabbed the last shield. They CMP tie. They win the charge attack priority. I should have thrown the extra Incinerate in. Would have been insane energy. But I do make a catch of that Side Strike. And Psych Cut's going to actually get the farm down. Had I snuck in that extra Incinerate when they threw Side Strike, I would have been able to just clean up with Chandelure, but it's okay. You two can handle its own. But I actually did have that Flame Charge still, so haha. Close battle, but win's a win. Chandelure taking dubs. Now we have a Garchomp. It is a Dragon Tail Garchomp. They need 8 Dragon Tails to get to a charge attack that does meaningful damage, but they are going to throw a Sand Tomb into my shield. A little unfortunate, but it happens. It happens. I do grab a shield and back. They do make a catch. Well played. I did get some meaningful chip damage on there. Dialga going to be able to go for a Flame Charge and leave with a move. I should be able to leave with a move. Or I just get the knockout. They hold on to their shield for something else. And it's unfortunately a Kyogre, but let's get what damage we can. Now here I definitely want to stall the timer. It's a little tricky. I try and make a catch. They try to swap in and make a catch, but they fail. I did chip them enough to where one Side Strike can take them out. And goodbye, Kyogre. Thankfully it was weak enough to go down, 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 down. We have the dreaded Origin Palkia. Thankfully, it's not a level 50, and that is only a Aqua Tail. Respectable damage, though. Able to do just enough with Aqua Tail that it is very helpful. Going to commit a shield, they already committed a shield. Going to be able to throw a Earthquake, but unfortunately it's a Togekiss, so would have been better having the extra shield, but Chandelure comes in, scares their Togekiss off. Landorus comes in. They have the wrong matchup. Going to win CMP tie with Mewtwo. Up against this Landorus Therian. And they have been chipped enough. And their last shield is gone now. Bit risky, but Flame Charge lands and they go down. We have Flame Charge for the Togekiss. And we have the last shield, which, I mean, Ancient Power would have taken us out, but not through a shield. Boom. Chandelure, fantastic for cleaning up fairies, and does good damage to Landorus. Therian. Landorus and Togekiss counter confirmed. Chandelure, woohoo! Zygarde matchup in the lead once again. We have a Dragonite this time. No shields deployed. Do they take me out? With the next Dragon Claw, I barely survive. They have Dialga, 2 shield even scenario. Going to be able to grab both their shields. Incinerate damage, doing so much. They do pull a shield off of me, but it's fine, it's fine. I needed to shield to get that move off. And I'm not going to need to charge up energy. Could have gotten an extra move in, but it's fine. And it's a Garchomp in the back, not prepared to handle the shielded Shadow Mewtwo. We have a Purified Mewtwo this time. It is level 51. Not the Hundo, I don't think. But actually, maybe. It is incredibly powerful. A little painful to see, but for the Purified Hundo, especially with something that can Mega Evolve, I understand. Painful, but I understand. They have another dragon. No, they have a dragon in Origin, Palkia. And they're going to Aqua Tail, and I'm not going to fall for it. And I have another crunch in time. And goodbye, Palkia. I've gotten rid of the Chandelure weakness. And I'm just going to... Okay, I'm going to throw the Flame Charge to get that boost. And it is a Dialga Origin. Okay. Are they going to go for some overcharge energy? They're forced to throw now. But the thing is, Shadow Mewtwo comes in. I failed to catch. I have the Side Strike. It's not enough. Can they take me out? Do they have Warp Time? And I get the Psycho Cut down. That was almost a total fumble. I should have just gone for the Shadow Ball. I would have had that win. Was not counting the energy on Dialga. And almost threw the game away. But wins a win. I'll take it. No complaints. Now, Zygarde v Dragonite. I barely left this Zero Shield scenario. They give me a Zekrom. They do not want to go down with their Dragonite just yet. And they commit another shield, which is beautiful. Gonna shield up Mewtwo. Gonna overfarm some energy to get the knockout. Be ready for what comes next. It's Shadow Mewtwo, which is going to get nuked. And the Dragonite has nowhere to go. And Shadow Mewtwo sweeps up the entire team. The power of Shadow Mewtwo. Let's see who our next foe is. It is going to be Shadow Dragonite. We're going to do extra damage sooner, and they're going to do extra damage sooner. going to shield up because I feel like it's actually important. They have a Shadow Excadrill, which nice to drag this thing in, but they do shield the EQ, which would have one-shot, and I should have known. And Drill Run does so much extra damage. I wish I had a good enough Shadow one to build. Shadow Mewtwo comes in, able to take this thing out from this range with Side Strike. My last shield is gone. No, their last shield is gone. My last shield is gone now. Ooh, they have Landorus, Double Ground, and Dragon. Pretty good team. The Side Strike lands. They Sandsear Storm. I get the farm down, and I am going to throw and take out the Shadow Dragonite. Now, a little tricky. Gonna land on Incinerate, and they have to throw, otherwise they go down. They do one-shot my Chandelure, but one Dragon Tail, all I needed for Crunch. And goodbye, Mole. And that's wrapped up the video. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel for daily Go Battle League videos. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.